Hello there, wrestling fanatics. It's your host here once again, and my friend and myself are gonna do the 2016 Hell in a Cell review live from Boston, Massachusetts. Sorry, I screwed up there for a few minutes. Go ahead, my guest, and introduce yourself and all that good stuff.
What's up, everybody? It's Lucas Star here, back again for another podcast in the span of a month. I know, it's shocking, but I'm here. I'm ready to do this.
Alrighty then. First thing first is the pre-show or the kickoff show. I did not watch it, so tell the viewers what's your thoughts on this match if you've seen it.
It was a cruiserweight contest, so that was kind of cool. The cruiserweights are really being featured with Raw, or on Raw rather, and they go all out for the cruiserweights. They change the ring over, they change the ropes over, everything, and it was a good match. I don't remember exactly who was in it, but yeah, it was still a great match.
Let me ask you a question. Speaking of the cruiserweights, do you think they should go to SmackDown to get a better a time or better storyline or something like that, like they did back in the day?
No, I like them on Raw, honestly, because they're on their Raw that is the A brand, which, as we talked about before, we think SmackDown is not an A brand, but they're good on Raw. I think I like them on Raw. I mean, maybe if they put a few on SmackDown and split it like an actual brand split, or gave SmackDown something similar, like if they gave SmackDown all the divas, something like that.
Mm-hmm. But do you like that belt? I mean, I gotta get used to that belt, the new one.
I actually do.
Do you? Okay.
A lot of people don't, but I like it. It works. The purple and the silver, it works really well. I like it a lot. And I don't know if you knew this, but the side plates are interchangeable.
Oh yeah, just like the other belts now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. But I guess PJ doesn't have side plates.
Oh, I'm surprised.
He can have some cool side plates, though.
Yeah, and I love his entrance. His entrance is like an old school video game from back in the 80s. It's awesome,
Yeah, it's really cool. I love it.
Now, I don't know if that's from Nintendo Music or what. If that's Nintendo Music, that the WWE's got ask them for permission, the music?
They made it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, first match.
Video.
What do you say?
There's a video on YouTube about it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You gotta show me later when you get a chance. First match is a Hell in a Cell United States title match. Roman versus Russo. Overall, what's your thoughts on this whole feud?
At first I thought the feud was just going to be like a quick something for Roman to do because he was suspended and they brought him back. But this has actually turned out to be a pretty decent and long feud, and I really like it. I'm glad that Roman is champion nowadays. Except, I don't know where I've seen this, but I agree with whoever said it. They need to get a new U.S. title, like the actual championship, because it looks like the toy championship compared to Roman.
You think so? Was it too small?
It's really small for him. Even for Rusev, it is too.
Yeah. Maybe they'll upgrade it like they do for the both brands. You never know.
Yeah, that's true. And I like the feud. The match last night was really good. I was really entertained by the chain. Rusev was licking the chain. It was really weird.
Yeah, it's very bizarre, and I'm really surprised they did not go outside of their Hell in a Cell. They just stayed in,
Mm-hmm.
And I really wish, I know a lot of people say, oh, Hell in a Cell does not need no blood. Yeah, they do. That's why they call it Hell in a Cell,
I wish there would have been blood.
They should, yeah. But whatever. But it was okay. What?
It is what it is.
Yeah, it was an okay match. I was not really pumped up. So, holy cow! I had to see the first Hell in a Cell match. Now, I mentioned this before. I don't know if you agree with this or not, Tony. Lucas. Son of a gun. 3 Hell in a Cell matches again. They did it back in 2010 or 2009. Very stupid for WWE. What's your thoughts on that when they announced that?
I I didn't see when they did it last time, the 3, but I liked it last night because they spaced them out.
Okay.
They were spaced out really well last night. We had one at the beginning, middle, and the end. And, usually they would be kind of like...
So close together?
Huh?
So
yeah,
close together,
close
huh?
Together.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they were spaced out, and it gave you time to, like, re-energize from the last one.
Yeah. But if they were smart, they should just have one, and the other matches will be like stipulations, like last man standing or a cage match,
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know, but I'm glad. Hopefully this feud's over, but we'll see. Next match was Bayley versus Dana Brooks. It was just a okay match. Bayley won easily. What's your thoughts on the match? You like it or no last night?
I did like it. I didn't see much of it, but what I seen I liked. I don't even know what I was doing. But yeah, it was a good match.
Do you think Dana Brooks is a women's champion contender down the road or no?
I think maybe in a few years. I don't think right now. She's got a lot of work to do. She was kind of fast tracked to the main roster.
Okay.
It was. I feel like she was on NXT maybe like. I don't watch NXT that often, but she was in NXT for a little while, and then bam, she was on the main roster. So maybe in a couple of years, I think she's got some learning to do, and I think that's why they're putting her with Bayley right now, because Bayley is such a in a word, I guess, a veteran.
Yeah.
Even though she's just on the main roster, but she's been doing this forever, and somebody that Dana can work with and grow and build and learn from, with these matches.
Yes. I think that feud's over with, but you never know. But they might have one tonight or probably down the road.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, next one. I did not really. I don't know. It just makes me upset. Nunzio and Big Cat versus AK the club. Luke Allen and Carl Anderson, the jobbers of today. That's pretty pathetic, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. I didn't know the FBI was back last night, but yeah, it was a weird match. I mean, I like Enzo and Cass. They're funny. I think they're funny. Enzo, he can talk, which is a good thing in the WWE. It's sometimes it feels like WWE is 80% promos and 20% wrestling. Cass, not really a talker.
Nope.
He definitely. I talked to Tony about this one time. He definitely leans on Enzo for
talking, huh?
Like when Enzo was out with that concussion from Payback, it was almost painful to watch Cass talk by himself.
Yep. See.
But I do like Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the club. It was. I like them. It's weird to think that Gallows was Festus a couple years ago, it seems like, and then he was with the SES and then fired, and then now he's back.
Yep.
Kind of this is his redemption, I think, and I think this time is going to be good for him. I do think that the club will end up taking the tag titles probably around Mania time. I do think that New Day will break the Demolition record, and around Mania the club will win the titles.
Yeah, sad. And what you said about FBI, I'm sorry, I totally botched his name. I'm not good with these names these days, Lucas. Sorry.
It's all good. I just wanted to see if you noticed when I said that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't say. That's why I hate these stupid wrestlers' names. Like, good lord, it's not like the good old days. Like Triple H, The Rock, Ric Flair. Bret Hart. The Rock. It's so easy back then. Now it's so difficult for me, but maybe for you guys, it's not.
His name's Enzo. That's all it is.
Oh well now, but probably the next time I'll discuss it, I'm gonna totally botch it.
His last name's hard. It's Enzo. His name is Enzo Amore.
Okay, I just say Nunzo. Whatever. Enzo. Okay, Enzo. I just say Enzo.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I think Big Cass, from my point of view, he should just go to SmackDown and he could dominate on it. But I think McMahon wants to break him up, doesn't he?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard that.
If so, that'd be stupid on their part.
It would.
And I don't think, in my eyes, if they ever win tag team gold, it won't last that long because they don't need the gold because they're so good on the mic, you know?
Right. I agree. I don't even think they ever had the tag titles in NXT.
No, I don't think so. That was Tony told me. Okay, next match. I think it's another Hell in a Cell match. This time it's for Universal title. KO versus Seth Rollins. This is a pretty good feud. It all started when Triple H screwed Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns out of the match on Raw Fatal 4-Way, and I really like that. KO retains. That's so obvious. I really wish they went out too, but they didn't. What's your thought on this match, Lucas?
The match was really, really good. I really like Kevin Owens, and I love Seth Rollins. Seth is probably one of my favorites. And people think that Seth is just my favorite because he's from near here, but it's not. I like Seth, ever since the Shield days. But it was a really good match, and I like the little gimmick they did with the what's it called, the kinesis tape.
Yeah.
That Seth had on his back. That was helping his injury. I don't know how that tape works, but apparently it helps. But pulling it off, and it would have been better if they would have done that little tape thing where it came off and then Seth won.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying, because it would have been like, he didn't, even with an injury, quote unquote injury, he could still beat Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Do you wish they went outside or on top of the cage like Mick Foley and Taker did back in the day, or no?
Yeah, but it's with this day, like the time that we're in now. The WWE's in PG era, and they can't be having like crazy stuff like that happen where kids might be trying to jump off their roofs and kill each other. So I think that's one of the things why they're not doing these things anymore, climbing to the top and stuff like that. They did it for WrestleMania, but that's a bigger event.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know what? Hey, Lucas, it don't matter if it's Mania or not. These kids these days would try to do it regardless. That's why they call it backyard wrestling.
That's true. If you think about it, Kevin or Seth really don't have a move to go off the top to do anything. Like if they were to do something,
yeah,
so I don't think it would have really worked. Neither did. I guess Roman could have speared Rusev off the top, which would have been insane, or through the cage. That would have been cool to see.
Oh yeah. Well, if Jeff Hardy was in WWE, he would do a moonsault or swanton bomb off the top.
Yeah, that would have been cool to see. I guess Seth probably could have pulled off a moonsault.
Yeah, he can probably. He's good, but on the other part, is injuries that will probably make you I don't know, make you cripple or make you look at Mick Foley. He can't hardly get in the ring this past Monday.
Yeah, that's true. And if you think about it, Seth already has gone off the cell a couple of years ago. Him and Dean.
Yep.
So he probably said he told somebody he's done his time with that.
Okay, next match is for the Cruiserweight title. T.J. Perkins versus Brian Hendricks is a rematch from last pay-per-view. I did not like the outcome. Did you?
Brian Kendrick winning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do and I don't, because I feel like TJ could have lasted a little bit longer in that move.
Yep.
He tapped really fast.
Yes, he did.
Unless they're doing the thing where he tapped so that Brian could win.
Yeah.
Like he was asking.
That's kind of stupid, I think, but whatever. But does Brian really need it? I know he's a veteran, but still, come on now,
He needs the money, apparently. That's what he keeps saying.
Well, I think that's just a storyline wise. I hate when they do that. You remember back in the day when HBK was with JBL because he was broke? Remember that storyline?
Was it a SmackDown storyline?
No, Raw back then.
I don't remember it.
Well, it was on the network. That was a very, very dumb storyline. I could care less. That was a bad storyline. Awful.
I don't really remember it that well.
And we all know that HBK's not broke because he probably saved all his money from back in the day when he was used to wrestling and merchandise and endorsements. He's rich, probably.
That's true. He probably is. Well, his wife kicked him out, so
Yeah,
homeless now.
Well, I don't know if he's with the same wife back in the day, but she's smoking hot. Last time I saw her.
Yeah, she is.
Sorry, we went a little overboard, my viewers. Okay, next match. Speaking of the New Day, the defending belts versus Sheamus and Cesaro. New Day won, so they want to break the all-time record. Because the all-time record is Demolition. This match is okay. I thought Sheamus and Cesaro was gonna win, but Sheamus kind of screwed up outside of the ring. What's your thoughts on this match?
I didn't like the ending.
Yep.
Because they kept saying, I think it was a miscue, honestly, but they kept saying that Xavier tapped, and he did not tap before the bell. He tapped after the bell. I don't know if anybody caught that, but it was the bell rang and he started tapping.
Yeah, I wasn't too happy. So you happy that New Day won, but not that way last night, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I love the New Day, so I'm happy they won.
Yeah, but I don't know who's gonna beat them for the belts. That's
But
the question,
the
you
way
know.
that they won, I didn't like.
Yeah, who's gonna beat them for the belts? Is it gonna be like Anderson, aka the club, or who's gonna beat them? A new group from NXT over, or what? You know. Okay, everyone, this is part 2. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulties. My guest is back. So, where we left off at now, Lucas?
We left off on Sheamus and Cesaro versus the New Day.
Yeah.
Which I was saying that I liked the match, but I didn't like how it ended.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the New Day won, but the way that it ended, it was kind of stupid. I don't know if this got in the last part, but I said that Xavier didn't tap until after the bell rang, and I don't know if they kind of were acting like he was tapping as before the bell rang, but that did not happen.
It was. I think it was terrible booking how WWE booked this thing at the end, and I don't know why. I don't know why WWE wants to have a New Day, the longest title holder. What the hell they did for the company? I'm not too sure. They must have kissed up to McMahon big time, you know.
Yeah, and I don't know if you you didn't watch the pre-show, so you didn't see this, but they did like the Ask the New Day. You know how they do that on the pre-show?
Yeah.
New Day was acting very like heel-like, so I think they might be heading for a heel turn in the near future. And if you think about it, last night was kind of the way they won was kind of a heel antic, you know?
Yeah, but when they heel back then, and they were going back and forth. Remember that? They were heel when they first won it.
Yeah, and then like people started to like them. So, but I mean, I like the New Day. I liked them when they debuted, and I mean they just even Biggie and Kofi and Xavier have even said this. This is not New Day was never supposed to be like what it is right now.
Really?
Yeah, it was never supposed to get this big.
Oh well, it got big.
Yeah. Which, hey, they're making the money.
Well, if they're gonna turn heel, they need a new music, because if they heel, they need evil music. You know what I'm saying, Lucas?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because that music they have is like la de da de, like. Because when they were a face, I understand. When they were heels, come on now, we get about the program, you know.
Yep, I agree.
But how much are they gonna sell? They got the merchandise. They got cereal. What's next? A cartoon show? What's next? You know?
New Day ring gear.
Yeah. Or a movie, or I don't know. Okay. The main event, for the first time ever in WWE history, a women's match is gonna headline an average pay-per-view and a Hell in a Cell, you know. And I'm glad for the first time. It's been a while. Charlotte she's the two-time champion. She's undefeated. She never lost a pay-per-view, solo. Um, Sasha Banks is a champion, current women's champion. And I love their entrance. It's awesome. What's your thoughts on the entrances?
As I mentioned, I didn't really see Charlotte's, but you kind of told me what it was, and I think that really fits her.
Yeah.
And it was really weird that they got special entrances I would call Hell in a Cell like a B pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's a big pay-per-view, but it's not like a main event. It's not Survivor Series, WrestleMania, something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, then again, they probably gave them the entrances because it was such a big deal.
Yep.
Main event and Hell in a Cell. Sasha's was the same as Takeover Brooklyn. I don't know if anybody knew that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she had the same entrance as Takeover Brooklyn, which kind of, they could have done something better, I feel like, for Sasha, especially since it was her hometown.
Yeah.
But Charlotte's was really cool, what I've seen of it, and I like the entrances.
Yeah, that's awesome. That match was very good, but I was kind of disappointed how it ended, and I really like how Sasha Banks took the bumps, like the table. I wish it broke, but I guess not the impact because she's so darn skinny, Sasha?
I rewatched her table bump today, and that table exploded. It, like, for somebody as small as she is, that table was crazy how it broke. I think Charlotte didn't take it easy on her. She straight up power bombed her straight to hell. Honestly.
Yeah. I thought when she put her by the table, I thought she just slide off. It broke, did it?
Oh, you meant Charlotte. I thought you were talking about Sasha.
No.
Oh yeah, Charlotte's table bump wasn't that great. It just like kind of, I think the leg fell and that was it.
Yeah, that's it.
But Sasha I like Sasha's. I was honestly, I didn't know if it was a gimmick or if she was literally really hurt.
I don't know. And they used the same thing from King Ring from '98 when Mick Foley got Will in the back. They did the same thing for Sasha last night. You ever notice that last night?
Yeah, I knew they were going that route with that. But,
okay.
Hey, they got to kind of recreate some things, and I liked it, and it worked, and I don't know, I liked it.
And you notice that when they put the brace on, the wires from the cables were on in her hair. Do you notice that too?
Yeah, I seen that. I thought that was funny.
So WWE, you got to cut away from that scene. Hello, failed.
It was probably an accident, honestly.
I know, but I wonder how they felt. I wonder how she felt. You probably say, like Y2J says, "You stupid idiot," backstage.
Yeah.
So, now she's a 3-time champion, Sasha. No help, nothing. So I'm assuming she's gonna have a long title run again. Freaking hot potato. I hate when WWE does this. It's so stupid,
She's gonna, Charlotte's gonna lose it tonight, win it next Monday. She's gonna become 16-time women's champion.
Yeah, probably watch.
In the course of a year.
That's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I told Tony, but they're just going to have her be like her dad. That's all they're going to do.
Yep. And then,
and they even changed her name to Charlotte Flair.
Well, they didn't say it last night, did they?
I don't remember.
I don't think so. And another thing is, the original idea is Charlotte was going to retain, but they changed their mind and let Charlotte become the new champion. I don't know why, but I know why, because they're gonna have a feud between Sasha and Bayley start early before Mania. What's your thoughts on that, Luke?
Sasha and Bayley. Okay. This is gonna sound weird, but a lot of people have already seen that already in NXT, and it's gonna be good. But at the same time, it's going to be really boring because for those of us who have seen the feud already, we know that Sasha and Bayley can put on a phenomenal match, and I'm looking forward to those matches as long as they do something. If you remember, Bayley and Sasha were in the first ever Iron Woman match.
Yes.
Maybe give them something else. Sasha is really an innovator right now with these matches. She's done an Iron Man match, Hell in a Cell. Give her a last man standing. Her and Bayley.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah.
I would love to see that. Give her a ladder match. Give her a tables match. Something crazy.
Cage match, huh?
Huh?
Cage match.
Cage match, exactly. I mean, I feel like that's the only way that I would feel satisfied with the Bayley and Sasha feud.
Yeah. But do you think they should have it Mania, or do you think they should have it earlier? Because I guess McMahon wants it earlier this year, I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to end at Royal Rumble. That's what I'm guessing.
But when do you think they're going to start? Probably around Sylvester they're going to start it, huh?
They may start it tonight.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Bayley's going to come up to Sasha tonight and say something like, you know, maybe, I don't know how exactly it'll play out, but something like maybe Sasha did her best, but maybe Bayley's going to say she's going to go after the title, and that's what's going to spark, you know, the feud.
Oh, so instead of, because I could beat Charlotte anytime, they know you can, so they're going to, before Bayley go after the belt, they're going to go at it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like I mentioned, you know, do a last man standing cage, something like that. Do that at Royal Rumble, and then whoever wins that gets the title match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, number one contender match number one contender in the ladder match.
What's that?
A number one contender in a ladder match at the Rumble.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
But they won't do that probably.
Probably not.
Hey, you never know. If they do a Hell in a Cell, they could do this.
That is true.
So, overall thoughts. What are your thoughts about last night's card?
I thought it was a really good card. If I had to give it like a rating, I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a pretty good. But you said off the podcast, you said No Mercy was better than this, right?
Yeah, I mean, thinking about it now, I guess Hell in a Cell was pretty good. I would have liked to see some blood. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but this is PG, and I don't think WWE will ever go a little edgier. They need to go because the rating's been awful, you know?
Right, I agree.
I don't know what they're doing. But, I'm assuming it was a sellout crowd last night in Boston, Massachusetts, and all that good stuff, and they got a lot of history in that place, you know, that home of the Celtics, and
right.
Yeah, so I think that wraps it up, really. Oh yeah, then of course they had to promote the Brock Lesnar and Goldberg match. So really, they got to promote that now?
with the graphics from 2K.
Yeah, that's awesome. Jesus.
It is.
Man, why they got to promote that so early? They should do that like tonight. Then they promote it because Hell in a Cell's over, you know?
Because they want people to buy it.
Well, they're going to buy it regardless, you know?
It's cross promotion for the pay-per-view and the game.
Yeah. You got anything else to say before we end this podcast, Luke?
I do not. I can't think of anything to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you? No, I don't know. I don't have anything to say. I'm good.
Well, yeah, I like to see a Hell in a Cell match. I like to see one. Hopefully they come in Chicago or Indianapolis or Mania down the road. I like to see it live, you know?
Yeah, I would like to see it in like Chicago or something. I've never been to a pay-per-view except for WrestleMania, so
yeah.
I'd like to go to another one. But yeah.
Yeah, every time they go on Mania, they don't have a Hell in a Cell. Go figure, you know?
And if anybody knows this, WrestleMania travel packages are on sale today. If you've got about $6,000 to drop. So I don't know. I think I sent you the thing.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
They WWE must be hurting for money.
Jeez, wow.
Those prices are something I expect from TNA.
Well, this is my opinion. If you don't want to go at wrestling, just go to Mania, and you could go Disney World. You could save some money. I know it's a long run, it's a lot of money, but you know it's crazy. You know, I know hotel, but you know.
Right, I agree.
If I go, I'm just gonna probably go Mania and probably Disney World, and I'm set to go. You know.
Yeah.
Or man, I might go to not Comic-Con, but what?
VidCon?
not VidCon. No, something to do with WrestleMania, but it's not WrestleMania. It's not Access.
WrestleCon.
What?
WrestleCon.
Yeah, but I heard that's a lot cheaper. I'm hearing.
Yeah, I don't know how much it is. I've never been.
I don't know if you gotta pay these wrestlers each time you meet them, or can you just meet them and just that's it? I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been. I think you just pay for your autograph and that's about it.
Oh, good. So
I'm not sure.
so you could just walk. You could just walk around if you want to, right?
Yeah.
So like for example, when Grim goes out there in his awards, he could just go out there, take pictures or whatever, and if he wants to buy stuff, he buys stuff, right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay. So that wraps it up. If you like this podcast, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. All my links are down below. You got any social media accounts you want to plug, or anybody else, Lucas?
Yes, please subscribe to me on YouTube, youtube.com/Lucas A Star, and follow me on Twitter at the Lucas Star, and my other Twitter account for wrestling, which is Lucas Star EWE. Please follow me on there because I only have 43 followers. So yeah, and that's all I got to say about that.
Okay, have a good one, and then hopefully you enjoy both of the part 1, part 2 Saturday about my guest had a technical difficulties on his cell phone, so damn cell phones, right?
A trucker tried to break me.
Oh boy. Okay, have a good one, and thanks again, Lucas, to come on board. Bye bye.